I know, it's like everyone's so chitty-chatty. I've been super slammed. My event's in a week and a half.
Oh, the Bali Mastermind.
Yes.
How cool.
It's amazing. And it's full on. And the book's releasing. So I've got, of course, Christine last second jammed me with like 8 billion things to do. I'm like, that would have been really great. I would have gotten a little bit of a timeline plan because now I'm booked. Like seriously, but it's great. It's great. You have great stuff happening. You just go with it.
Awesome. And yeah, exactly. Hey, it's better to have lots of stuff happening than no stuff happening at all.
Right? Because then you're going, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Then I was interviewed by Huff, and I just realized that I just got it yesterday. I was like next to Ty Lopez, Donnie Deutsch, all these cool people. I'm like,
oh my God, that's freaking awesome.
Good one. Yeah. So that was exciting.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. So what's happening with you? You've had lots of shows. Your workshop has been going. Tell me what's.
I have done 3 shows so far, and it's going really well. And I got a Facebook group going, which I wasn't planning to, but I was like, okay, fine. And that's growing slowly but surely, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done I just had a workshop tonight here in Florida as well. And I had another one. Huh?
You're together, like live with your person.
Yeah. Live. Like I created something with a friend of mine. So that was really cool. And we're choosing to do it weekly now. Right. So it's about like movement and bodies and all that kind of stuff. So, and then I'm putting together a Zoom series, like I don't know what you would call them, but it's paid and people come on, and it's called the Being series. So it's all about like being rather than constantly being doing. Like, what is it to be present with your body and to be with your business? Like, what does that mean? And so like
in you.
Yeah. And like being with your family and just what is all that? Like, how do you be you throughout all of that? And so I'm kind of getting all the back end set up, and I have it starting on October 28th.
Awesome.
October 21st is my first one. So, and I've been kind of seeding a little bit on my show without selling, and so at some point I'll introduce it and create some specials and that kind of thing.
What pricing are you going to offer it for?
It is 5 calls for $397, but then I'll offer like $100 off if they register, through the link or something like that.
I would go up. I'd go $497 with bonuses. Bring it down because.
Oh, I have tons of bonuses.
But bring the price up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, bring the price up, and then if you are going to give an offer off, make it sure you're getting what you want, like $397.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Actually, I had originally thought of it being $297. So then I upped it to $397, and then I decided to do $100 off. And then I do have like bonuses when you register by a particular date. I'm still kind of working all that stuff out. But yeah, I'll look at.
Well, it's always better to, in a sales progression of an offer, right? We start the offer with, and all week we've been talking about this. We reconfirm. So in Sexy Talk, I go through that. We reconfirm what we just did. And all of you said yes to this, and this. And I want to invite you to join me during this private, because there I'm going to solve this, and this, right? So make sure that they see transformation. And then you say, I typically, the price for this is typically $597 or $497. Because again, I do this, I do this. You get to the heart of this. I'm going to include this, and this as a bonus. But what I'm going to do now tonight, because you guys are here or because you're live, is 10, obviously the first 10, I will be able to give you this discount off. So I use the limiter, but I would increase your price more to show the value of what you're doing and separation of what the retail would be to what they're able to get if they register in 24 hours.
Cool. Okay.
And then of course, once you do that offer, you will say, if there are some of you that are just, I'm in, then, and you book right now, there is a link here, and that link actually is 200 off. But if those of you that do decide in the next 24 hours, if you book now before the show's over, you know, like you'll give whatever an hour. If you book right now while we're on the show, like maybe you take Q&A, say the link next to me is actually allows you to not pay $4.97, but to get it for $2. You're here and you know, I want to help you. Those of you that are trying to decide, I'll give you the replay, you get a replay, and then your discount will be 100 off. So now you're creating urgency now, urgency later, seeing the value of what you're offering.
Cool. Okay, cool. I'll play with all that and look at.
And the best way to really like make sure that your mind is organized properly is to write it out, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Write it out. And then if you do you do slides?
On the show?
Yeah, are you doing slides when you're making these offers?
Well, it'll be the first time I make an offer on the show, so I haven't done anything.
Okay. Is your confidence level using slides, or is it more of you're making your offer?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be easier to have slides just because that way I can read off, and I'm not the best seller, you know?
Yeah.
I'm more like, come play with me, yay, you know? Right. So it makes it better to just create a slide and do like a share screen kind of thing. And
so you might get to a point at the end where you're saying, okay, ladies or gentlemen, whatever, this is as deep as we can go. But I'm really excited about this because I have been wanting to do this for quite some time. And I am going to be opening up a very special private, workshop, whatever you want to call it, on the 21st of October. And what that entails, so what I would do, this is what I'm going to scroll there with you, is how I do in my big paper when I'm writing slides. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right down the list. And then I talk it out. What that entails is we're going to work 4 weeks together. We're going to, right? So that's slide 1. So you're organizing the steps that you would say, and then you'll create visual effects for it, okay?
Right.
1, we'll be working together 3 different calls. I will cover this, I will cover this, and I will cover this. Because you're not selling it. You're just telling them on the 21st, I've just really came to this feeling, I need to do this. It's call 2, I'll cover this, this, and this. Call 3, I'll cover this, this, and this. So that's slide 1, what the calls are. Then what we'll do is, I can't cover everything here, but all what we were talking about 2 days ago, which was about this, and how many of you, saying to yourself, gosh, I really would like to go a bit deeper in that area. Find 2 or 3 problems that you more than likely addressed, hit, and solved, but maybe didn't solve quite enough, because that's the reason why they're there with you, is they probably have 2 to 3 problems, no matter what, will be their problems forever. They need some more solving. Okay? So slide 2 will be, and as we worked together on week 2 or last week, we talked about this. And you're not with yourself, then you're not going to have the results in your life that you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually need to double click on that, get hyper on that, get deeper in that, because I know I felt it from you. That needed to be handled more. And they're like, she does. Because problems that they have, no matter what, it's your work. You know problems people have. I know problems everyone has, right? So,
it's really cool, actually, because I have been taking questions during the show. Like I have people put it in on the bottom, and then whoever's assisting me that day Skypes them to me. So I answer questions and do facilitation live. So I already have a little bit of what their problems are,
Cool. So that would be really great. So I'm doing my 1, 2, 3, 4 now. This is how I do it. Number 1 is I describe the weeks. So like basically number 1 would be I'm opening it up and sharing what I'm excited to do with you. This is what I'm going to do. Number 1, here you cover the weeks, what I'm going to talk about. 2, now we go back in, we had the problems. Because if you're actually in Sexy Offer, I do this anyways.
Yeah, I have it. Right? I have my book right here.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like communicate the offer, talk about what you're going to do with them, right? And then more so, again, the transformation they're getting. So that's why we hit the transformation, which is solving the problem. Right? So number 2 is, and I heard last week, so many of you said this, and now what I realize, I'm going to dedicate this time for that with you personally, right? So you hit that problem, re-highlight that problem, and then you're going to say, and how we're going to do it is it's going to be, now you'll start getting to the service delivery. We'll hit the problem, and I would like to have you guys join me. Now I only have spots, this is where your limiter comes in, limiter slide. I only have spots for 10 or however many you have. You could take more, we just say, give it a limiter. And, I only have so many spots. Actually, no, I went to limiter. I need to go to bonuses. Sorry. Highlight the problems and say, what I'm going to do? It's also going to include, should have been bonuses before we go into limiters. Right, so your bonus, which it doesn't have to say bonuses. You can more so we're going to cover this and this and this. What I've decided to do is also include this, because I know that'll help you. And I'm just going to include that into the week. Now, I only have spot for 10 people or 5. And so I'm doing something really special right now. So for those of you that think like, yes, and then you go back, right? So those of you, that said yes to all these things, this is going to be for you. And price is typically $5.95 or $4.95. But because I'm really excited and I know we can do some work together, for those of you, you'll see on the right-hand side, there is a button that's going to take you to a page. That is your sales page. Okay, that page should have information about what you're doing. Okay, so you're not selling, the page will sell. Okay. So, right. So for those of you who want to join me, the price is normally this, but because I only have spots for 10, I put a link right next to me. If you click on that link, now we're NLPing. We're walking them through what they need to do. You're going to click on that link. It's going to open a page. In fact, let me show my screen, right? You can even do something like that if you want to. And you're going to click on that link. It's going to open up. It's going to actually share with you all the details of what we're going to do. And that has a very special link to it right now. So for those of you that are like, yes, I want to do it, the price is typically $5.97, but because those of you that are here live, you're going to get it for $3.97. So you're going to get it for $200 off. Now, if you're watching the recording, then you'll get this recording, but your price will be $100 off. And this is recorded, so I'll give this back to you.
Okay, good.
You see what I'm saying, how we're doing that? So it's very methodical. We've got I've already got my slides for you there. Here's my weeks. This is my problems. It's the transformation. This is what I want to include because I want to do it. Here's my, I only can take so many people. It's for you. If this, go to the link. This is the price. Because you're here, you get that price. Just click on it. See, make sure that you guys are getting it for this much. And if you're watching the recording, I'm sorry, but because that's why I want you to come live. So I know that I have 5 spots for this price, or whoever's here, it'll max out, right? Whoever pays right now maxes it out.
So when I advertise the show, do I tell people join me live, I have a special offer, or no?
Well, if that's already going to be offered on a regular show, right?
Yeah, I'm going to offer it on, I was thinking about doing a free introduction or a free webinar just for
the best way, obviously, to do a webinar to sell, which is in the Sexy Talk, is 5 areas. Tell them what you're going to do. For you, if this is not for you, if I'm going to teach you what I can right now, teach them to, and then sell them.
Yeah.
Right? Teach them as deep as you can and say, I know we don't have enough time together, but this is what I'm going to do. So that is usually one of the best. But if you've already been doing your series, it might be time that they're ready for an offer. I don't know. I'm trying, I need to get you guys one of my webinars that I have recorded that I made nearly $500,000 on this offer. and I have to get the recording for you guys. I'll look for that. I'll make sure I get that done today. I'll give myself a note. But that's another way, right? It's just to fully run it just like you're, doing a talk. And and then you're right. There's even this one's easier to follow. I just realized I forgot I put that one in there. The 7 simple steps. That one's easy to follow. That's like that's what I just did. In that little nutshell for your clothes. But that way now you either market it and pre-frame it on a post, or you do a video that says, hey everyone, you've been joining me. I've been talking about this. It's been really amazing. We've shared transformation already. But this one specifically is going to be amazing. I've decided to do something different. I'm going to teach this. I'm going to go back to this and get them there, like rev them. So it's not just, she's doing another one. Maybe I don't go. Like, no, I'm doing something very special. In fact, on this one specifically, those that are live are going to get something very special. So make sure I see you there live. I get, more than half of an audience if I do stuff like that. So create that kind of interest for them. And then, I would walk them through that way. And then for that sales page, it can be something very, very simple in ClickFunnels. It's just 4-week workshop. Here's what I do. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, I created, the event on my website, and I think I did that a little bit there. I'll have to look at it again.
But if you've done it, as long as they can go to something that they see, price is higher, but you are offering, because you're live, you're going to see the price and it's higher, but there's a link there for you only. Or use promo codes if you're using, Fusion or whatever. I hope you're doing it. Right. So maybe you just do it for 24 hours and say the special offer I gave. And if you are watching this recording, hopefully it's still available to you. Chances are you're going to be available to everyone. You know what I mean? But you can say that. So maybe you do it that way instead of just the live ones. You say, go there now. What you're going to see, it's going to be different. If you're listening to the recording, hopefully this offer is still available, because once it's run out, it's ran out. Price will go, and you'll only get 100 off. In the next 24 hours, it'll stay this price, and then the price will go up.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I wanted some help from you about just about my brand. I feel like I don't have that sort of one-liner or that like to describe or to whatever that is. Like I was looking at, like your Unstoppable Mama, I was like, I want one of those. Like, what is that? And I don't really have a sense of what that would be for me. So I don't know if you had any questions you could ask me, or if you had a sense, or like if you've seen some of my stuff and you've seen my website. And
I knew this was coming because I knew it, because I know, like, even you don't quite have a branded logo either yet, right?
Yeah, correct. I have a logo for Pole Dancing for Consciousness.
Right, but that's not just Patty's brand.
That's just one of the things that I do.
Let me show you. Let me pull something up, because let me see.
I have a really cool logo for pole dancing.
Yeah, I know. I know that one.
But that's just one thing that I do, so.
Exactly. And but it's perfect timing, because that's kind of how you have to do it, though. Sometimes you have to
play around.
And you have to feel it, like even mine, I'm going, all right, Unstoppable Mama, cool, that's fine, that's what I am. But I also now am needing to really dial down my, can you see that now?
I see a white screen.
Just a white screen?
Yeah.
It's not,
It says I'm seeing your screen, but
not the right one. Okay. Yeah. It come up now?
no.
No?
Oh, wait, no.
Is there
Yeah.
no?
Now I see. Well, I see your desktops.
It must be that slow.
Wait,
Should be a
did
number.
I do? Oh no, wait. I'm in the wrong. Hold on. Okay, now I see it. Personal brand.
Okay.
Yes, that.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
that.
All right. This is where we are. This is where you are.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we do have to start with, some people start with, this is who I am, this is what I want to be known for. Others start with, I've got all these great things, this is what I do, but who am I? So I always look at, as an example, my brand is my umbrella, right? Unstoppable is our brand.
Mhm.
Unstoppable surfer, my unstoppable kid, but more so my workshops, all that stuff, my products, my books that's underneath. So now what we have to do, because you have all of this, we now need to get your umbrella. So Patty needs to have this is who I am, and it's got to be something that connects with you. So if you were to say, like, list out for me right now, what are I know you have pole dancing for consciousness, but what else do you have? Include events, books, all of it. Just give me names, start laying them out. Webinars, all of it. Just start listing what they are.
Yeah, so I have pole dancing for consciousness. I have a program called The Essence of You.
Right.
I'm creating this program called the Being Series.
Right.
I have my book, Your Body as the Creation of Consciousness.
Right.
I'm writing a second book, which is a compilation called Dancing as the Body of Consciousness.
Okay.
I think for me personally, like that's, I have another program that I created with a friend of mine called Practical Magic, and it's like simple tools to create magic in your life. So I have Consciousness is Sexy, which is my weekly show. And that's, again, tools to get rid of the crap that's stopping you from just being the miracle and creating the life that you desire.
Right.
What else? I think I wrote this stuff down somewhere. Yeah.
What I'm hearing is I always listen for what are the words that strongly represent you and show up for you always, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can identify them because I can. Typically it's consciousness, it's body, it's sexy, and magic seem to be strong words, right?
Yeah.
So we look at like what I'll do at this event coming up. I didn't get to do it with you guys because there wasn't enough time. Is we take, and everyone gets these 3x5 cards. Everyone writes down their magic words, and then they scatter them all around, and they get to pick them and they get to find them. And then you start laying them out of, okay, what are my words? And then from there is how now you're able to really focus on who am I and what should I be called, right? So you can be something about body consciousness, your body consciousness, something. You can be, your sexy, look at a few of them and just go, okay, I have to have sexy, or I have to have magic. And then we just start going, all right, what am I? What am I to these people? And then we list, well, coach, trainer, I hate all these words, right? But but that you go through those words. Now, okay, so what do I do for them?
Teach, facilitate, coach. I like to call my sessions like possibility sessions.
Okay. So this is where obviously getting very creative with our languaging is what's going to make this work for you. So coach, trainer, all that isn't even necessary. We know that you're doing those things.
Yeah.
We got to look at like what makes Patty blossom. Like we had, and just be sure, like, okay, so for instance, let me give you the example. Died down, I couldn't figure it out. It was like, I've been working with her for years. Finally, I had to nail her down. What is it specifically that you do? Well, the one word was ideas. I do these ideas. I catch ideas. She couldn't, die. She gets all la, la, la. So then she became the idea diva, and we made her wear it like a straitjacket, and she really owned it. So if we could look at what word has to be connected to you,
Well,
or is it all of them? Because if it is, it can be, you know, obviously Patty Alfonso is a great name. Now you've branded yourself well enough with your content that I believe you can stay with your name, right? Patty Alfonso, the, you know, bringing, you know, magic into your, you know, consciousness, or, you know, it's, so let's, I'm using the words because that's what I need you to go, what is my
well, yeah. So like, it's funny. So body magician.
yeah, right? So you're like, let's start doing there. Now we brain dump, okay?
Yeah.
So
So body magician, conscious magic. I don't know. These all sound just kind of like, ugh.
well, they no, but they are, because you're just brainstorming, right?
Yeah.
So something's
Yeah.
gonna hook, but it's got to take the words that are mostly yours, which I mean, obviously sexy magic. I mean, magic is a bit esoteric. You're more you're more sexy being. You're more, you know, if you wanted to say you're something, right? You're, because we want, what we all strive for in a personal brand is to be Xerox. You know, that they have to come to you. I'm even questioning on myself going, all right, well, okay, what is Unstoppable Mama? People are like, oh, I'm an Unstoppable Mama too. I'm like, okay, but so now that I am that, what does that mean? Right? So I create sexy brands and turn them into profit-making machines. There's a lot that goes into that. I just don't do branding. We do, right? So is that what Unstoppable Mama means? You know, even for me. So I'm having to go, okay, when I say I'm your Unstoppable Mama, because of the content of what I offer, they know it, what that means. So if you,
and there's also like, as a mama, there's this element of like caring for your clients and like guiding like a parent, you know, that kind of thing.
That's right. And so it's got there's a lot going on there. So if you could go, it's, you know, because it's Unstoppable Mom, it's not matriarch, right? I'm not that, right? So it's whatever our imaging is. So your programs and your products already represent you. But now if you begin to say, hey, everyone, it's Patty Alphonsus, your body consciousness, you know, this. Today, we're going to talk, people are like, wow, she, like, I know her. You know, it's either your body consciousness, the person, or it's your, it's the, you know, that, you know, it's like, I'm this, like, own something. It's like something that you're like, this is what I am. This is what I do, right? This is who I am. It's like who you want to be called, right? I always laughed at my husband when I first met him because I thought that everyone called him Swano as a nickname. Totally self-proclaimed. Totally self-proclaimed. And everyone's like, well, we call him the Swallow because he called himself that. He put it on his car. He said, no one called me. He put it on my license plate. I'm like, he gave himself a nickname. But that is what branding does. You call something, what you want to be known for, and they come to you for it.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to Skype you. I'm going to Xerox you. Right? Like, you want to be that person.
Yeah.
So, you know, but it comes just down to languaging. So now what I do, my next process is thesaurus magic. Thesaurus, like crazy. I typically will go and look at, you know, definitions of.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Right? So that's usually the next step is, okay, now let's go to a thesaurus. We've got our 4 to 5 has to be's. Then we've got our kind of be's. Then we have our this is who I am, coach, trainer, blah. Like that's Erica. We finally came up with with Maven. I'm like, Erica,
I know. I love that.
she was like almost, fell out of her computer because it was like, yes, that's it. So I found Maven just because I was looking for, I knew motivation, but then I said definitions for a young girl, and it became Maven. So like, think of words of how we can represent you. So is it spiritual guru? What synonyms for, but you know what I mean? Like that's out there, but is it synonym for sexy guidance counselor? Like guidance counselor? That's how I do. Let's go. Let's do one of those.
Well,
I
do like words like futurist, someone who has the ability to like perceive the future and just work with those energies. I mean, not many people know what that means, but a phantasm is someone who is everything. She's a witch, a magician, a warlock, like someone who is all around. Like when this is actually
your
like,
niche will get this though. See, this is your niche will get this, right? Your audience.
I had on some of my stuff all around your all around phantasm, because a phantasm is someone that when they tune into something energetically, it just changes. It just goes, like the 1, 2, 3s that we do, or like when I was like, okay, let me contribute to your businesses and see, like when I put my energy on something or I put my awareness on something, it just naturally expands and changes and gets greater.
Awareness is another one. Energy is another one. Like these are big words. So what was the other one? That's a bit.
A phantasm. PHANTASM. She's a magician, a warlock, wizard. She's all of it. All of it in one.
Yeah.
But not many people know what that means. Does it matter?
Well, it doesn't, because I
don't know what Maven means, but I like it. Sounds good.
Yeah, but what it does though too, it allows you to ask questions. What the hell's a phantasm? Well, I create consciousness for bodies, energies. I bring that out. Whoa, I want to know you, right? That's why we do things. Like, what is the unstoppable mama? Like, what is that? Oh, my family's been traveling around the world. I made a vow to my daughter never put in daycare, so I went crazy unstoppable to learn how to build a business online. And since then, now I've made multiple 7 figures, and I teach others how to do it. I want to work with you. Like, right? So,
and I always talk about that with people, like, hey, I have this capacity with energy and like expanding things and making them greater. And, so I kind of like that, but I'll have to look that up. Let me look up the
yeah,
I don't even know if that's
that's what I was just getting ready to pull. I was trying to split screen us and it wouldn't let me, so I wanted to watch you. So let's see. Okay, so how do you spell it?
PHAN as in Nancy, T as in Tom, ASM.
FANTAS. Phantasm? M.
Phantasm with an M. My internet is very slow, so it's not pulling it up.
Phantasm. Is my screen sharing or no?
No.
Okay. Let me just share. Share now.
I don't even know really if that's a real word.
That's what I mean. Let's look at it. Okay. See this? All right. Awesome. All right. So, synonyms for phantasm: fantasy, mirage, shadow, vapor, spirit, specter. See, spirit could be a good word for you because can be a noun. Vision, fancy, dream, apparition. Truth. Is truth a
No.
Not really. Don't bring truth. Apparition, that's a crazy word. Boogeyman. So now this is where we're getting into the boogeyman spirit, phantom, illusion, stargazer, wish, wool gatherer, dream, fancy. So it's not as clear in definition, which is fine, because thesource.com doesn't know what that means to you, and
Right.
it could mean to your audience. Your audience wants that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wonder, okay, so what other words have the energy of phantasm, but it's a word that people can actually hear and receive?
Yeah, that's spirit.
And
I was thinking like spirit animal, spirit energy, like that's kind of something that people like pull and understand. Spirit.
skunk.
Yes, hearts. Let's see, more related to spirit. Like, these are words that you just they pop out of nowhere. That you're like, whoa, that's a good word. But this phantasm, let me just see. Because you can't be really a phantasm, can you? Is it a noun or is it an adverb or an adjective?
I think it's, I don't know.
Sounds kind of like an adjective, right? She's a phantasm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to find a noun here.
Well, and I get my current audience would get it, but I also would like to expand my audience, so to find something that's a little bit more, people kind of get it.
Are you a guardian of consciousness?
Indeed I am, but I don't know. I don't know that. I'll write it down.
Guardian of consciousness. I'm just like, this is when you start to go, okay.
What about I sometimes say I'm a facilitator of consciousness, but that just seems kind of boring.
It is. So let's look at facilitator. Because I know consciousness is such a big deal. I know sexy's fun, but it may not be your long stander. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So designer is a good word.
Yeah.
Patty Alfonso. This is how I always use it. Patty Alfonso, you're a designer of consciousness, or and rhyming is always really good.
Yeah.
Right?
God, I can come up with names like this for other people so easily.
Of course, we always can. And this is typically where I get, but I will usually start doing this process, and then I'm like, that's what I did. They didn't have it for Erica for like 3 days.
Cool.
Let's just work that. Let's start thinking that way, because is magic?
Can you put in consciousness?
Yeah. Is magic to Joel Bauer?
Does he use that word? Then
well, he was a magician. Remember, everything he does is so.
I don't. I really blocked out a lot of what he did.
God.
I was in shock. And literally, that was so hard for me. I was like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!"
Very unusual. All right, so consciousness,
awareness, sensibility, care, carefulness.
Boring. I want some complexity, apprehension. Okay, heedfulness, mindfulness, cognizance. Yeah, it's exerted. Yeah, consciousness is not spirit. We're gonna have to get deeper. You know what I mean? Because consciousness isn't being conscious. You know, they're looking at it as Jesuit. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. No match in spiritual consciousness. That sounds odd, isn't it? Guidance is typically really, you know, guiding someone, guardian, designer. Because you want someone to go, oh, then I need her, right?
I do.
Right? She's going to design my.
Yeah, I mean, designer, there's something about that word that I like the energy of that word.
Yeah, me too. So let's really play there, okay? Because we've got some really strong words that have to be involved, but it may change. Because if you're your designer of consciousness,
I may need to look up designer and at this, like, put that one at the source and see what comes up with that. I mean, there's a lot of words here that I think I can play with.
Yeah.
I like this exercise. I'd never thought about doing it that way, like just writing a bunch of stuff down and going to the thesaurus and matching stuff up.
Yeah. We just had, I have a girl, she's a health girl, and we can't be just this health coach. She's the gut engineer. I said, what is it that you do? Well, it's not really about the health and everyone else. I go, you're too vanilla. I work in the gut. I'm like, well, we have to talk about the gut. What is it? What do you work with? She's like, she doesn't be a scientist. She's not, you know, she doesn't want to be a gut doctor. She's an engineer because she actually digs in what's going on in your gut, tells you what to eat, and her people are going gaga over it. So get out of, you know, the space that you think that you need to be in and into the space like, what do people need to know? Right. That's why when I got the tagline, create sexy brands, turn to profit machines, it blew up. Because they're like, what? Oh my God, I need a brand profit machine. What? Totally different than been doing branding for so long, just because there's so much more. Right? And so it's just when it clicks, and I've been doing this for years. But designer could work for you. So get something, go through your words.
And I think what I'll do also, someone had suggested this to me a long time ago and I hadn't done it, but it's just to go through my testimonials and see what people say about me.
My next is to ask your group, hey, as you know, I would do this. I've put on Pole Dance for Consciousness, Essence of You, Being Series, this. But you know what? It's time to brand. I want to know from you, who am I to you? Who am I to you? And because your people love that, and that's when you get great engagement also.
Awesome.
If you were to say 3 words, how you represented me, what would they be?
Because I had a girl come to my class tonight that had come to my pole dancing for consciousness class. And I was like, so first of all, she looked totally different. Her hair, I mean, she just looked different. And I was like, so what, like, how have you been? What's going on? And she's like, you know what? Everything has changed since that class. Everything. Like, where I was hiding and shut down and like not being able to talk to people, all of a sudden I'm having conversations with people like all over the place, everywhere. You know, my sex life is better. Things with my boyfriend is better. She's just had so much more space, you know, and she just looked, and she was so present in her body.
Open.
Yeah. And I can't tell you like how many times women will come to my classes and they're, you know, masculine or hiding or no makeup or whatever. And then I see them later and they have just like, whoosh, and I was like, oh, wow, you know? So I think I need to tune into the energy of whatever that is, that I'm not allowing myself to know that because you're in your head. Yeah.
You're there
Yeah.
and you don't work there.
Yeah. No, I'm there other times of the day, but not with my work.
Right? So what I would suggest then is doing that. Okay, you got some things, touch them, feel them, right? Lay it out and rub them on your body, and then say, hey, friends, this is what I'm up to. I've created these things. I need your help. I want to be known. I want to know what you feel I am known for you. Like, what am I to you? Right? Am I Patty, the pole dancer to you? Or what do I do for you? Help me build my best brand. Everyone loves that. And that's all you want. It'll also give you really good engagement and getting people in your next event. You start using their help and letting them know what you're developing, what you're building, and then you make an offer. They love development. People love that. They love to see when you're growing and things are happening. And then you're like, and I'm doing this. And now you're inviting them as Patty. They're, they're designer of new light. I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like, get there, pull that, but then ask that. And I tell you what, that's usually your best audience. They'll give you what you really feel that you need, because they're the ones they're the ones that are paying.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I have a lot of words here I could play with.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. This is a great start.
Good. Because I think, this will be really strong for you. And then, of course, now, you are the I am Hey Alfonso, you're blah, blah. And today we're talking about whatever your product is. Or you can say, this is who I am, and I create change. I do this, right? I'm Rhonda Swan, the Unstoppable Mama. I create sexy brands and turn them into profit-making machines. So now you know what you are. And I do that process, and I do that this way.
Awesome. I like that. Okay.
When is the offer being done when are you making that offer?
Let's see. At my calendar. Well, my next show, I'm doing the show every Saturday.
Right. How's your attendance on Saturdays?
There's 10 people live, and then I get 50 views after, like, with the replay. And I've had 75 or something like that people. Well, it was interesting. It said 75 in Infusionsoft, but then I looked in ClickFunnels and it said 97. So I'm not really sure what that discrepancy is.
Repeats, which is good.
Oh, okay. But I have people from like 20 countries, and everywhere from Pakistan to Mexico to Japan to Slovenia, Romania. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do this, so I'm happy. And I've just done 3 shows. So
Good, great.
Lots wants to come and play.
That's good. And everything's running smooth with your show pages. Once you get the end of those, then you guys can create. That's why I wanted you all in ClickFunnels. So like, once they get that, it's endless.
Yeah. And Jody was going to show me how to do a membership site through ClickFunnels, because I'd like to put the essence of you on a membership site. I have a 21-day program, and then a video, like a warm-up video, and the series that I'd like to create a membership site for and have people go in and get access to that.
Yeah, let me get you what you need. This is what I did for Jody. That was the one I gave her, was my favorite one. But let me give you, go here. This is the secret sauce right here, because ClickFunnels has gotten really, really smart. We've got some really great funnel hackers. So what it does, it's not only saves you time. Like if I create a funnel, like I created one for me in the city, it took me like 40 hours. It would have cost somebody like $4 or $5 grand to do it. I just did it because I can do it. Go to Marketplace, you can buy them all. You can buy they're like $12, $17, $10. And go to Marketplace and then find go to shop templates, and then select membership sites. And there's a couple really good ones in there.
Categories, membership?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. go to membership. So you can go to membership funnel and then go to membership access, membership area, membership. Like they'll just give you pages there.
Oh. Do I click all of those?
I'll hit the one category. The tags are like, you'll be able to see different funnels that they've created. The Glamour e-course is my favorite one. That's the one I told Jody to use because anyone can use it. Girl Boss Template's good. I was actually getting ready to do mine, do one of mine in Girl Boss because it's cool. And now I'm not having to do nearly as much work.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah. So this is going to become your favorite place ever, especially if you get into creating crapola, which I know you are like me. You create. Creation station crazy person. That's what I am.
All right. Yeah.
But you'll love it in there because they do make it simple, and then you really can model someone's already done. Like they want to buy our academy, but our academy is so deep and it's in Kajabi. I can't give it to them, but those are like probably have some of the best templates. People have sold them, and then they just resell them so that like that person gets $17. Cool. Or you've already done it.
I like it. I will take a look at that. I know we're getting close to our hour here. I wanted to go over the package and get a sense of what is left, but I can't find it.
I should have an update for you. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Social media covers, ClickFunnels and Instant Fame banners, complete. Logo design, initial studied, but according to Patty, there's something wrong that was submitted.
Yeah, I don't remember. Okay. So initially I was like, I don't need a logo. I don't need a logo. Right, I don't want to stuff out. I don't need a logo. And then he created a Consciousness is Sexy logo. And I was like, I don't need a logo. And if I did need a logo, it wouldn't be for Consciousness is Sexy. I'd want to create a logo for Patty Alfonso or whatever that is. So I asked him to stop. And then he's like, well, I'm just doing what you submitted in the form. And I was like, okay, totally don't remember what I submitted, but I do remember saying a lot that I didn't need a logo for that. I may have had a brain fart. I don't know.
Remember, okay, also I want you to think, and this is something that I feel that I need to be very clear. These guys are workers and they're not intuitive.
I keep forgetting.
And they work extremely hard and they're very good at what they do.
Yes.
So we have intake forms now that are very specific to what you send your information to. And if something is sent as that's all they work for. Right? So on the inside of the, you see inside the membership site that I created for Media in the City, there's those forms. There's specific forms. Let me just, because that is what happened. And the guys, they of course want to do their best, but they were like, oh my God, what have I done, Rhonda? People are not, they're like sending things and they're taking directions. So we had to create these intake forms. First of all, good for Easy and for me, but also now there's pure kind of. Hey everyone, it's Rhonda Swan from the Unstoppable. That voice. God.
And then like I think he was like, oh, we can do your blog page. And I was like, okay, cool. That's not really what I need. And I know that when we did this, we were going to do it a little bit customized to what I needed. And one of the things that I wanted was like a membership site. So I was like, let me just talk to Rhonda and let us just kind of see where we're at.
Yeah. So if they're okay. So basically what they've done is they edited and they did your webinar funnel, right? They edited and created your funnel. You have gotten a Fame banner. That was part of the funnel.
Yes.
There's not quite a logo that had been created yet. Is that right?
I was like, I don't really need a logo. And if I did need it, it wouldn't be for Consciousness is Sexy because that's not my brand. I would like a brand logo, like you have your Unstoppable Mama or Bonnie has her little, something like that.
Okay. So you want to create like a PA or Patty Alfonso, something, you want some type of a logo that would be for you.
For my brand, which I feel like I haven't figured out yet. So I was like, I can't I can't do this yet.
Yeah, fair enough. So if you do, when you do want that, you go to logo design and submit it there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ebooks, you didn't need that one, right?
Right. Well, I did want to do an ebook, but I just haven't gotten around to writing it.
Okay, I see.
Well, because I already have my book cover, and that's what I'm using as one of the free gifts. And I thought, well, I'll write an ebook, and then I'll do that. I just haven't written it. I don't even know what it would be about.
Easiest way, if you want to do an ebook and you want it to be just like a part of a giveaway, use it as part of already what your book is, but give, just the bullet points of what it is.
Yeah, and I started writing something out, but I just didn't finish it.
Okay.
And I didn't finish it by the time the show started. So,
okay. All right. So that would be obviously where you would do that, and then you have already gotten the fame banner. So what else was included was 4 pages for a blog. You didn't need a blog, correct?
Correct.
You still don't.
No, I have a blog on my website, and I don't use it, so I don't want to create something that I know I'm not going to use.
So what we can do, and I'll discuss this and make sure could be equal, is that if you choose a template, a membership site template, and you like that template, you buy that template, and you have, this is something I think that everyone gets, that's why we did the forms, is if you are doing a template, they have to know, you see it, you have to create a document that says, put this link here, and they will do it, right? They're not copywriters.
Right.
They will do what you want.
Yeah.
And so they will be able to most likely put the membership site together in exchange for the blog, unless there's other items that you are needing that you've done that I don't have a complete. Let me just double check here. So I've got, then I have ebook cover. She's still waiting for the details. She hasn't used the intake form, so she doesn't need an ebook cover yet. We're still waiting for feedback on blog instruction. So everything, it sounds like, has been pretty much done other than logo, ebook, and then the blog. So if you would like, we can say, look, Patty's not going to be doing a blog. She will want a new logo created. And once she figures out her logo and her tagline, she'll get that to you. And then what we'd like to do instead of the blog, she's going to pick a membership site template, and she's going to give you the doc of things that she wants to pop in, and then you do that. And then they'll put that in for you. And then once the foundation's in, then you'll be able to tweak and move things around because it's already in there. So I think that I'll make sure, I'll just double check with Mark and make sure it's equal. Because sometimes it's, there's just different work levels.
Yeah.
If you're not doing a full blog, which that's usually what takes the most amount of time, blogging, is setting that up, then we should be able to get you
cool. A member template. Yeah. That would be awesome, because that's really what I would like to.
Yeah. And then you want it that once you do that, you're going to want your little logo at the top. I see it like really in like sexy writing, Patty Alfonso with a PA or something pretty in the middle, and then underneath it is who you are.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like that could be at the very top of your membership site. Your name angled, a little logo circle in the middle, and this is who I am, because that's kind of how I'm prepping mine. It looks so good like that when you have your name, and then it's identifiable, and it's always, and you have that graphic and you use it on everything.
Right.
Pop it on everything you want. And then you start getting the hang of saying what you are. You're a designer of consciousness, la la la,
conscious designer. Yeah, I'm going to play with these words that we came up with and see. And if anything, if you get an intuitive hit of anything,
My big paper stays next to me all day, and then I go back when I'm like in my own thing, and I'm like, stuff just pops out. I take a jog, and I'm like, oh, that's it. That's awesome. So,
what would it take for us to be able to come up with that and have that? Yay!
Yeah. Exactly. It's the best feeling ever.
I love Motivational Maven. I love the ideas diva. Yeah. I love all that. I was like, fuck, I need one of those. And that I think will help me drill down to what it is. I thought Di was so concise in what she does. I was like, fuck, I need to get that clear.
Yeah,
You know, I'm kind of rambling stuff.
yeah, but you've done stuff that Di hasn't done. You've got all the products done. Now we need to
I
identify
know.
who you are, right? Because she's like, who the hell am I? She's not done, she didn't do anything. She was kind of trying to do stuff and putting names together. And then once she did this, she's like, so I am. I'm Di, the Idea Diva. And
Well, I think I also needed to explore what I am, like through the classes and through everything that I do, just kind of an exploration of what it is that I offer and what it is that I can do. And so, yeah. Awesome.
Okay, sweet, babe. Yay. Let me know what goes on. I'll keep you updated. I'll get this thing transcoded. Apparently, I found out what was happening is I usually have my assistants do it, but because Larcy was fired, Keely's now my full-time assistant, like connect with all of you guys, but these are the wrong time zones for her. Mm-hmm. And I have now a new girl, but I found out when I was doing them, I was just shutting my computer and they weren't transcoding.
Oh, you end the meeting and then it has to, and so in the settings, you can either have it so it does it automatically, but if you don't, then you have to go in and double click on the file so it converts. But if you, it's just like when you end the meeting, if it doesn't pop up and say, percentage, then
that's what happened. I'm like, I have all these weird files that don't do anything because I wasn't converting them. And so I'm like, you guys need help. And that's why you have assistants. That's why you get useless then. I became useless. I'm like, shit.
Awesome.
Growing pains for all of us. All right, sweetie pie, I love you. I'm so excited about what's going on.
Thank you so much. Me too. How does it get better? What else is possible?
Yeah, let me know. If you write your boom, 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 booms, because then you can create some slides. Even if you don't want to create slides, go through that process.
Yeah, I'll write it down. Yeah.
And then if you need some assistance, let me know.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Yay. Have a good day.
Yay.
I'll see you later.
It's 12 my time.
Yeah, it's 12 my time too, but I'm going to bed.
Bye, babe. Talk to you later.